Welcome to New York Real Estate with Mortgage Mo and Friends. Today we're going to talk about Baldwin Harbor. Today we have a special guest, Kelvin Lastique. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell the people why you love real estate?
Hi, my name is Kelvin Lastique of Keller Williams NYC Group in New York. I'm living in Baldwin Harbor for over 10, 15 years now. And it's always been, when a realtor lives in a community, you get to say, okay, I know this community. So when a neighbor comes to me, Kelvin, I know you're a realtor. Could you help me, or could you help a friend of mine sell their home, or we're looking to buy a home, or I have a friend of theirs that wants to move into the community. I love when they come to me to help them, because it's a beautiful community. It's nestled in the South Shore of Long Island, Nassau, Long Island, between Oceanside and Freeport, which is, they always say, the gateway to Jones Beach,
Okay.
and and also a doorstep to Long Beach. So it's a beautiful boating beach community out here. Some of the best seafood restaurants you can find. The parks, we have Baldwin Harbor Park. It's almost like being in Central Park. It's amazing,
Really?
beautiful. Acres of land. It used to be a um a oil refinery, and I think Robin Moses, the great Robin Moses, changed that into a park, and it's really beautiful. It has lots of activities. They have a dog park. They have a skateboard park. They have, of course, what I love. How many parts? Five tennis court. No, 10 tennis courts lighted. That made me happy. I'm a former tennis pro, so when I moved here, I said, okay, I gotta have some place where I can teach my sons and I can play tennis, and that was ideal. Especially when it was lighted. The middle school that's down here also in South Baldwin Harbor, they have four beautiful brand new tennis courts. I call them my tennis courts, but they have a beautiful track and field. They have oh my gosh, well,
So
Baldwin
this
High
is at the school.
is at the school. Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Baldwin High School, that develops their basketball players in the middle school. They have won the state championships several times now. State
Oh,
championships,
nice.
and then so they're boys and girls. So it's a great community. They love their sports out here: baseball, softball, basketball, track and field. Oh my gosh, it is really a mecca for sports athletes out here. We
Okay.
have a
A lot of
great time.
community pride there.
A lot of community pride. A lot of community pride. It's wonderful. We recently just had their annual auto show, classic cars inside the park, and it attracts thousands of people from all over New York to come to. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I
Nice.
really like it. Real estate
What was your
here.
favorite car that you saw there?
Oh, there's always some Lamborghini or Corvette. I mean, anything that comes up with the Lamborghini doors up, that I'm like fascinated by, and I don't know. With me, like my best friends, they always have they have the BMWs, the Mercedes Benz, and I have a Jeep, no, a Ford Explorer. I've never been the person to like that, to have that. Oh yeah, oh he's rich, he's got that car. It's like
I
I
always
try.
liked old American cars.
Yeah, I try to keep myself humble, but my
I always
friends.
wanted a Coupe de Ville.
Oh,
But every time I went to go get one, something would go wrong.
oh yeah.
Either the dashboard, the
Oh,
electrical didn't work, or there was always something.
oh, yeah, yeah. I'm happy with my old Ford Explorer, and I actually want to see if I can get it. Depending on a couple of good deals coming up soon, realtors, when you get your big commission, put a portion to pay for to go to you. All right, treat yourself when you make a good commission. Treat yourself, but then here's a larger part: put it into investment properties for yourself, so you don't have to hustle. Because sometimes you might not get a commission check for months. You're like, oh God, when's my next commission check? But
It
you're
happens.
guaranteed to get a rent check every month. You're guaranteed to get a rent check, especially if you do certain ways to make sure that you do your due diligence in getting a tenant and the mighty word Section 8. Okay, Section 8. I'm going to write a book about Section 8 for realtors, that, for investors, that when you're guaranteed to get that check every single month, especially during Corona when there was nobody able to pay their rent, but Section 8 paid their rent every single month. I was happy. When I had friends that owned multiple properties in the Bronx and they couldn't get tenants to pay their rent during Corona.
Yeah.
Huh. I was like, hey, let's get my next month pay for all 4 of my tenants, 5, 10 of my tenants. You know,
Yeah, how does that work? You just have to bring the property up to code and get it inspected.
you have to bring it up to code. You know, as simple as that. Sometimes as simple as just getting a vent system in your bathroom.
Okay.
You know, I have a tenant that I said, listen, you can get I'm renting their property for 1,900. I told I can get you 2,600 in monthly rent if you just put an air vent in your bathroom.
Any
Okay,
idea how much that cost?
$300 at most. So 300 will get you 2,600 a month. Hello,
Yeah, it's kind
do
of easy
it.
math right there.
You know, and you know, hey, what are you doing? You're helping someone that can't afford New York City rent. You're helping them. 99% of the time, it's a single mother of color. So you're helping them, you know? It's a win-win situation. You know, you're helping them, the government's helping them. Hey, wonderful. And you're guaranteed to get the money every single month at 12:01 a.m. on the 1st in your bank account. It's clear, you know? When you get your commission, people, pay yourself, give yourself a little gift, pay some of those bills, but put a good chunk more into saving up to get your first investment property. Because how do you call yourself a realtor if you don't own your own property? If you don't own a home, how do you sell a home? If you've never been a landlord, how do you rent? How do you get a renter to rent? You gotta be true to yourself. If you're gonna do this, you gotta be it.
Yeah,
You know. And then we gotta see you as a mortgage man because you make the mortgages happen.
with the
Definitely,
smile.
with the smile, definitely. You know, this is one of the best mortgage brokers in New York State. People, go to this man first. Okay,
Appreciate it.
definitely, definitely.
What do you see as far as market trends in the area?
Good question. What I see and what I've noticed and what I've read, uh, it's gone down about 4.7% in
Really?
sales. Okay, but any house that's been on the market here gets sold this year faster than homes last year. You know, last year we had to definitely deal with interest rates high, but
Yeah.
I think people have accepted and know that we're not going to go back to 3% interest rate anymore.
No, not in our lifetime.
It is what it is. Live with it and move forward with it, and that's why I think people have come to that reality of moving forward with it. So yeah, so before it'll take like 70 to 80 days last year.
Mhm.
Any houses that were on the market this year in Baldwin Harbor, as of July, was sold in 47 days.
Okay.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good. That's up.
And you're
You know,
saying what? It's less sales this year?
well, it's less sales, but ones the sales that are going on are being sold faster.
So that kind of means that people aren't moving out.
No, people are moving out, but the prices are gradually moving up. Where I think people may be interested. There have been more.
Yeah,
There's been
less
more
supply,
houses
the
on the
prices are
market.
going to go up.
Right. Yeah. There's been more houses on the market I've seen in my town here, and and sometimes that they're pricing them very high. I don't know if yeah, I do see that they're getting it sold, but they're not getting it at the listing price. That's for sure. You're not getting it at the listing price.
Mm.
I would blame the realtors for saying, okay, I'm going to make you happy, owner. I'm going to listen to what you say instead of not listening to my logic and my idea and my facts and my experience. You know, to me, there's something called a sale, a steal or a deal. A steal, you're going to get multiple offers and it's going to bring it up that price. A deal is when they just put it at this price and you're going to get less offers and you're going to have it at lower price. It's better to have a steal listing than a deal listing in this market now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get more movement, makes a much better first impression.
Oh, sure, sure. I mean, I put a house on the market in Richmond Hill. Put it for set. I sat down with the owners, looked at all the prices of what was going on, what got sold, what's on the market, what has stayed on the market, and we went to that average price. We went down just a little 709 On that Monday, I put it on the market. On Friday, we got an accepted offer for $749. Okay,
Wait,
so
it was on the market for how long?
seven, Monday, Friday, accepted offer. You
Okay,
know, yeah,
that's
and
quick.
it was the actual price. So they, every owner wants to over. Oh, I think it's worth this much, but it's 99% of the time they're wrong. I'll ask them, what do you think your house is worth? And they'll say this much. It says, well, have you did the research first? You got to do the research, because the worst thing in the world is when that bank that's getting the mortgage for that buyer and they do the appraisal and says, oh, no, 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 this is not going to work. Are you kidding? How many times you deal with that? How many times have you dealt with that?
I've seen it happen. Honestly, what I usually do is I do a property report on the house when it goes into contract, so I know exactly, all right, yeah, it's going to actually appraise at this.
Right.
Because in the past, before I did that, we ran into it and the number was nowhere near.
Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, uh, I
Damn,
had
so
it.
an accepted offer within 5 days. That's
Yeah. Oh,
that's
yeah. But the
that's
accepted
a
offer was
success story right there.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm very. Oh well. I look like I was King Kong. I was just great with the family. That was Mr. Gonzalez that called me a minute ago. So we're waiting for the closing in a few days. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
about that. Yeah. Yeah. So, and that's how what they don't want it. The seller wants to get this thing sold. You know, and when you first put something on the market, you're gonna get a lot of multiple people coming to see it. So if you have it at a price that is really good, so the deal part, so it could have been 725, but we put it at 709, and we got 749. So that's what makes it great. That's the joy about being a good real estate agent, to know how to price something to get more of.
Yeah.
And
And quite frankly, in New York, there's so much demand, there will be a bidding war.
exactly, exactly,
That's
exactly. So
it's
I
just the
my
math. That's the way it is.
advice is never put it at what the exact listing market prices. Put it a little bit lower, and you're going to get more people, and your seller is going to think you're a genius.
Fact.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. Do you got a message for future home buyers and home sellers?
Oh, future home buyers and home sellers, do your research. Know, see who, follow realtors. You know, get advice, get referrals from your friends on who. If you know someone that just bought a home, ask them, did you like this person? What was wrong with this person? What was the best part about it? What was the worst part? Get to know who they are.
Yeah.
And then a real realtor you'll find them. They'll come up to you, but but you have to know in your heart who you want, because we come a dime a dozen. So why use Kelvin Lastique as your realtor? I let my reputation stand for itself. I let my last name stand for itself. I let my branding stand for itself, and go from there. Okay.
No. You know what I always tell home buyers? Because I notice sometimes they're a little bit apprehensive or they'll literally be scared. I always tell them, me, the realtor, your lawyer, all of us work for you.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
And they have trouble comprehending that in the beginning, but once they get that, they feel a lot more comfortable.
Right.
I mean, shit, you're the boss. You should feel comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I totally agree. I totally agree. You are we are working for you, because you can turn around and say forget it, and then we lose everything, our
Yeah.
time, our money, everything. So we have to cater to you, but you have to listen to our knowledge and our experience, and take our advice. You
Yeah.
know,
At
yeah,
the end of the day, our fiduciary duties are to them.
exactly, exactly. Nothing else but to you, exactly. And that's something that I take pride of. When I work for someone, I will take the shirt off my back. I will. 4th of July, Mr. Gonzalez calls me. He's upstate. Oh, the alarm is on in my house in Richmond Hill. Can you go by? Middle of the barbecue. No problem. No problem. That's what you got to be able to do. You got a
Okay.
phone call from your seller. Uh, I think someone broke into my house. Can you go see? No problem. Yeah. Could you help me bring my dog to the vet? No problem.
That happened?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you true stories. You know.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
new one.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, don't take it for granted that you're going to get another sale of another house tomorrow. May take another year. You
Yeah.
know, some people are fortunate. I was fortunate. This in the last 12 months, I think I've sold and helped buy about 5 houses, and that's not really doing the work that I've seen other people do. Some blueprint other great successful realtors in your office.
Yeah.
Blueprint them. Listen to their stories. Great story about this one realtor in my office. He was sleeping in a basement bed with his daughter for a year or two. Met a realtor, told him, "Hey, you should become a real estate agent." Now this guy, fast forward 3 years later, now he's making millions of dollars, selling millions of real estate. You know, that's
Wow.
what this magical business is all about. My favorite story also is from $1 Million Listing on Luis Lopez. He was cleaning toilets 4 years before he was on $1 Million Listings, selling $1 Million Listings. You know, you could go from rags to riches if you do it the right, if you really are smart. Okay, and this is a profession where you could do that in. You know,
Okay.
go to open houses, get your Facebook packed with as many people as you can, make new friends, make new acquaintances, go to events and just say, hey,
Have
here I am.
conversations. You
Yeah,
never know where the opportunity comes from.
never know. You never know. Definitely.
Right. This has been New York Real Estate with Mortgage Mo and Friends. Melvin, it's been a pleasure having you as a guest.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure too. I can't wait to see you do a lecture at my office about mortgages, and I definitely want to spread your name out there for sure. It's a
Appreciate
pleasure.
it, man. I'm
You do
all
a
in.
great service. Thank you, and thank you everybody out there. Listen to us, because listen to people that have experience, and grow by that. Okay.
All right. Stay blessed, everybody.
Thank you, guys.